Hey guys, this is Bacon Chris here, and today is New Year's Eve, and this is like my last 2 hours, of the 2010s decade, and then we're gonna be entering the double 2020 decade. So yeah, hopefully it will be exciting, because 2020 is gonna be a leap year. And if you don't know what a leap year is, a leap year is a year that has 366 days. Every year has 365 days, but you know, a, but there are some years that have 366 days. One example, and there is a holiday, well, not really a holiday, but there is a day that happens every 4 years, which is a leap day. And the leap day comes on February 29th. February 29th comes every 4 years. And this year, well, in 2019, there was no. In 2019, there was no leap day. Yeah, leap day. Sorry about myself. But so 2019 was pretty good. I mean, it was still awful too in some sorts of ways too. And basically in 2019 we had, well, I'm going to explain to you some of the great things that happened in 2019 and the least favorite things about 2019. So basically, 2019 came out with some pretty good movies. Really good movies, like Toy Story 4, The Lion King. I'm just playing with Play Doh, so it's just a stress ball. So, there was movies that I saw that were really good, like Shazam, Pokemon Detective Pikachu, Frozen 2, which was awesome, The Secret Life of Pets 2, and yeah. The one movie that I actually didn't like was The Joker, which was released in October. But if you like The Joker, I respect your opinion. So, yeah, I actually didn't like the Joker movie. And also, for movie lovers, you probably saw the movie Avengers Endgame. Never saw it in theaters because I didn't want to waste my time watching a 3 hour movie. So, well, the good news is that it's on Disney Plus. So, yeah. Speaking of 2019, the best thing about it is that I got my own Disney Plus account, and I love Disney Plus because you can watch Disney movies, Pixar movies, Marvel movies, Star Wars movies, and National Geographics. You can also watch The Simpsons and some outside shows like Boy Meets World. One good reason why they put Boy Meets World in Disney Plus is because Disney created a show called Girl Meets World, which is about this 14-year-old girl named Riley Matthews. And Corey Matthews was the main character of Boy Meets World. He also appeared in Girl Meets World with his wife Topanga. And Girl Meets World is the best TV series on Disney Channel. It's a shame that I can't watch it on Disney Channel or on Netflix. But it's a good idea that Disney Plus has it. Yeah, it's a really good show. I highly recommend that show to watch. Yeah, and some great things about Disney Plus is that I watched, every Pixar film they have. You can watch shorts and so much stuff. So that's a great thing about 2019. Sorry about that. My computer is just having, errors. I better get that fixed. But, anyways, you can watch The Simpsons, which is really cool. Yeah. So, here's some good things that happened in 2019. Some of the great things that happened to me is that I took two college courses and I got, which are public speaking and business. And I got an A minus in business and I got a B plus in public speaking. Yes, some of these courses were a little bit challenging, but you know what? I handled it well, so I was being very careful. So, yeah. What else was great about 2019? Another great thing that happened in 2019 is that I went to Six Flags Great Adventure and rode all the DC Comics rides and the new ride Wonder Woman Lasso of Truth. And Wonder Woman is this high fly pendulum ride by Zamperla. It was really great. It had 40 riders and it just spins you around and swings. It was a really fun roller coaster. Oh, wait. It was a really fun thrill ride. And, I enjoyed it as well. And I went to Maurice Piers twice, once with a friend and once by myself. Yeah, I had a great time at Wildwood. I mean, I went on the beach, the boardwalk, and, got some fudge and some pizza and some good stuff. You know, Wildwood Beach in New Jersey. And some other great things that happened in 2019. Oh, yeah, I got my wisdom teeth pulled out. Finally, I don't have to suffer that pain anymore. Because because if I didn't have my wisdom teeth out, I would be feeling that pain forever. So, it was great. But the thing is, I had to be put in anesthesia. And anesthesia is when you get put to sleep by doctors. And they do this so that you don't feel the pain at all. That's why they put you to sleep. Yeah, so all they do is just give you a mask, and then, first they give you laughing gas, and then you get anesthesia gas, and then you get this oxygen thing up your nose, a needle in your arm with an IV, and an oxygen mask. Yeah, so you don't lose oxygen. I mean, the procedure went well, and when I first got my wisdom teeth out, it was pretty scary, but, thank God I survived. And thank goodness that my holes are actually filled in. Yeah, now I don't have to deal with the pain anymore. Another thing that I need to do is get my teeth cleaned. Yeah, teeth cleaned. And yeah, so yeah, Six Flags was great, and yeah. I mean, I also got a new iPhone, the iPhone X. Well, it's not a new iPhone, it's just a used iPhone. I mean, iPhone 11 and iPhone 11 Pro came out, but I hope I get it, but I I'll just keep working at what I do. So, another thing I wanted to say is that's great about 2019 is that I got to, go to my aunt's house for barbecue on 4th of July and Labor Day, which was really nice. My 21st birthday, had my first beer, which was Bud Light, and then I went to Dave and Buster's, got some type of fruit punch with rum. Yes, I turned 21 in 2009. And in 2020, I'm going to turn 22. That's right, I'm turning 22. I wonder what else was great about 2019. Yes, I got my Disney Plus accounts, and I got to see my friends too, hang out with my friends, Devin and Kylie, and it was nice that they got me 2 gifts, and one of the gifts that they got me was this Marvel shirt. Oops. Which is really great. It has, this. And another shirt I got was Super Mario Brothers. I haven't been playing Nintendo in a long time, but but I've been watching SML, so. And a $20 gift card for Burger King. I love Burger King. So, Devin and Kylie, I want to thank you guys for giving me these gifts as a late Christmas present. I will definitely wear these shirts. And speaking of my friend Devin and Kylie, I went out to lunch with Devin at a nice restaurant, had a beer, shared a roast beef sandwich, and, had buffalo wings and, mac and cheese bites. Devin's just my friend, and so is Kylie. I mean, I actually don't have a girlfriend, but that's okay. So, yeah. Alright, and another great thing is that I went to go see my friend Chelsea for a barbecue, special barbecue. I don't know what it was for, but yeah. And my friend Reagan had a daughter who actually turned 1 year old in April. Yeah. And my friend Joe Speck, he started his YouTube channel on Yale Bros, which was pretty awesome. And congratulations, Joe, for having a YouTube channel. Yeah, pretty nice. And so I'm going to also talk about some cons about what was not too great about 2019. So most of the things, or some of the things are pretty not that good in 2019. And for some things in 2019, it's best to just keep private, so. I mean, one con about 2019 was that I lost a few subscribers. And another thing I was going to say about 2019 was that YouTube is, being strict, but, So some other sad things that happened in 2019 was that Star vs. the Forces of Evil actually got canceled, which was really sad. And so was another show that I like, My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, also got canceled that year. I mean, yeah, I enjoyed those 2 shows, but, sorry, I was a bit itchy. Another thing that was actually sad about 2019 was that Coco was removed from Netflix, but it's now on Disney Plus, so it's great that I can watch the movie again. Speaking of Netflix, my parents actually decided to get rid of Netflix in the house because no one was watching it. But I was kind of glad that I don't have Netflix anymore because, I mean, some of the shows are pretty boring and they just have the same old movies. I mean, some of the movies that they had on Netflix right now were The Grinch, the live action, and The Illumination Grinch. There was also The Incredibles 2, which was also on Netflix, and Ralph Breaks the Internet. Yeah. Another con about 2019 was that I wasn't able to go back to school in the fall because I didn't have enough money. My parents forgot to sign the FAFSA. Hopefully we have enough time to sign the FAFSA. But I'm hoping to I'm I'm hoping to transfer to another school because I feel like Penn State Abington isn't really much of a good school. I mean, some people like it, but that's okay. But I honestly feel like Temple or the Philadelphia colleges are a lot better, or Penn State's main campus because Penn State Abington is just a location, and they just don't. They just have majors hard to get a job at, but I mean, yeah. I mean, hope the good thing was that in March I actually got to visit Temple to see what the campus is like, which was a really nice campus. I'm hoping to transfer to a different college, but I do need to find a major first. I thought about majoring in movie production, but, or maybe interior design. So, yeah. Another thing that wasn't too great about 2019 was that, well, some of the things are private, so. But also, yeah, yeah, because hopefully I would be getting my driver's license, but, you know. But speaking of driver's license, I do want to talk about the things that I'm hoping to do in the year 2020. And some of the things that I hope to do in 2020 is get my driver's license, get my own car, the Baconmobile, hopefully go on more trips. I wonder if it's possible for me to plan a trip by myself. I would like to go to Ohio by myself. But it's dangerous, but you could handle it. And besides that, you can also some other things that I'm hoping to do in 2020 is to get some new video equipment to make my videos in better quality because I'm actually getting sick and tired of doing it on my phone. And whenever I upload it to YouTube on my phone, then it takes a really long time to get it. So, another great thing about 2020 is, I'm hoping to do some vlog videos, basically show you what I do with my life and stuff like that. Maybe get a topic for YouTube, maybe something that will get me into college. Another thing that I hope to do in 2020 is get a job so that I can make some money and hopefully get a scholarship because, I mean, I do need a scholarship. Or maybe I can just go to a trade school. But, I mean, there are some people in life, that make a lot of money by not going to college, which is actually true. But there are plenty of things you can do to make more money. You just need to apply yourself. I mean, for me, I do want my own cars, but I just hope I have enough money for it, or not just that, but I hope that my parents would pay for it, or better yet, split the costs. I mean, if I split the cost, that would be better than just paying for my own car in full. Lose that money because I need that money for when I move out or something. Well, I do play in this decade. I actually do plan on moving out, so hopefully, because I mean, I am getting tired of living in this house, but you know, moving is very expensive, and you know, I mean, I don't have a girlfriend, but that's okay. Maybe that could be a goal for me too. In the year or maybe in the decade, because I need a new. I would like to live in Jersey, but living in Jersey in a suburb home is expensive. But I mean, hopefully when I first move out, I'll probably move to an apartment. Yeah, and another thing that I am hoping to do when I move out, not just when I move out, but maybe in the year 2020, is get a PO box because I do want to receive mail too. It would be nice to receive some mail from my fans too. You know, and yeah, so there's gonna be some great movies coming out in 2020. There's gonna be Birds of Prey with Harley Quinn. The DC Comics movie that's coming out. And I'm hoping there'll be some more DC Comics movie. And there's also going to be another movie called Scoob, which is about Scooby Doo in CGI animation. And another great movie that I'm excited to watch is the SpongeBob movie Sponge on the Run. And yeah, you guys probably know that SpongeBob is my number one favorite TV series of all time. And if it's my favorite TV series of all time, I gotta watch it. I mean, the SpongeBob SquarePants movie from 2004 was really great. And so was the Sponge Out of Water. But Sponge on the Run is going to be really great too. It was originally going to be called It's a Wonderful Sponge, but instead they changed it to Sponge on the Run. But one thing that makes Sponge on the Run different from the previous two movies is that it's actually all CGI. I mean, the SpongeBob SquarePants movie was actually not CGI. They just used the regular animation. I mean, it's live action when you come out ashore, but yeah. I mean, in Sponge Out of Water, they still had live action, but they only had CGI for when when SpongeBob and his friends were out of water. But for the whole movie, Sponge on the Run, it's all CGI. I really like CGI animation, And CGI has been, in most of our movies. The the most common examples of CGI movies are Shrek, Toy Story, first one ever, and Despicable Me. Yeah, CGI is a great animation. Yeah, so one thing that I'm hoping in the new decade is, besides getting my own car, is to hopefully graduate college too, and get a job, good paying job. I mean, first, I need to decide a major. So, yeah. And one thing that I'm hoping to do when I one thing that I was hoping to do when I in the new decade is to move out because I do want to move out because, I'm tired of living here and yeah. Yeah, so I am getting tired of living here. But I do need but when I move out, I'm going to need to start paying for some of my own things like, I need to start paying for food, the bills, taxes, rent if I get an apartment. And yeah, but the one thing that I don't have to pay for is health insurance because when you're 20 when you're 26, you have to get off your parents' insurance. But lucky for me and people under the age of 26 is that this is called affordable health care insurance, also known as Obamacare. So basically, you get to stay on the health insurance until you're 26. But when you turn 26, then it's time for you to get your own health insurance. And that's really great because my sister is 24 and she actually moved out. And she actually is on my mom's insurance. And I'm also on her insurance too. But in 5 more years, or you know, but in but when I turn 26, I'm off that insurance, and now I have to pay for my own. That's the way things are in life. So yeah, so I wish everyone a really happy New Year. So if you're looking forward to 2020, that's great. If you're not, that's fine. So yeah, so that wraps up my video on my Happy New Year's things, like what's great about 2019 and what's not great about 2019, and what I expect from 2020. So, yeah. All right. So that's it for my video, and if you're excited, let me know what you are excited for about 2020 and what you're not excited for 2020. Another great thing about 2020 that I forgot to mention is that there is actually going to be the presidential election. Because I don't know who's actually going to be in the election this time. Because hopefully, one thing that I do think is going to be in the election is Donald Trump. And I hope he's not because I think he actually got impeached, but but if he's ever on the election, I would be, angry. And if you guys like Donald Trump, I respect your opinion, but please do not bash my opinion or force me to like Donald Trump because he's just not a nice guy, and he's very racist, rude, and and he thinks he's above the law, which is actually not true. And plus, he makes people feel uncomfortable and tells a lot of lies and calls people names like Crooked Hillary and stuff like that. Yeah, so I mean, if Donald Trump is impeached or if he's resigned, then Mike Pence will have to be the next president. But I'm hoping that Donald Trump doesn't win because I just had enough of him. You know? I mean, the one worst thing about Donald Trump is I don't know how in the world he actually won the election. But you know what? I mean, I did some research on Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton's votes, and and according to Donald Trump has more electoral votes than Hillary Clinton. But by popular votes, Hillary Clinton has more popular votes than Donald Trump. I mean, they should go by the popular votes, not the electoral votes. The Republicans are saying, please save the Republican Party. We need Donald Trump. But why would you elect Donald Trump? And also, Donald Trump has no, he lacked off political experience too, you know. All he was just business. You know. I mean, presidents should have some political experience. But if he wins the election, I will be angry. I was already angry in 2016 when I heard he won the election, so. Yeah. Like I said, if you like Donald Trump, that's fine. But please do not bash my opinion on Donald Trump. That's all I'm trying to say. Or force me to like Donald Trump, because I will never like Donald Trump. So that wraps up my video on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. And I said it the second time, so I apologize for that. So, yeah. So, Happy New Year's, and this is Bacon Chris signing off.